Yeah, it's a three for bit, Daryl. How you doing this morning, pal? I tried to get some of the information out concerning about Schneider. I read some of the information in the paperwork, some of the stuff that you sent out, and yeah, I had to say something about the grieving portion at this point. Well, regarding his mouth at this point, regarding his mouth, dude, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time. Uh, I'm up anyway. Screw it. It's still Friday, the 22nd of December, 2023. We got more political intrigue happening these days than I've ever seen before. I don't know how we're going to be able to deal with it. I don't know what the hell 24 is going to be in store for us. I do know that I'm still trying to plan for this one, dude. I want to get that damn certificate so bad, pal. I've been on it for several years already, damn near 8 or 9 years in this thing. 2 classes at a time because I wasn't about to kill myself in class. I did that a long time ago as a teenager. Coming out of high school, going into a community college, and then wiping out it completely. Academic separation, they called it, for 1 year. My mother had enough with me in those days. She told me that you either get a full time job in 2 weeks or else you're out of here, permanent. She wasn't playing around either. Within 1 week, I was working at Thrifty's as a stockman. Full time work, 40 hours a week. Survival mode kicked in during those days. And then 30 plus years, Daryl, kicking my ass royally on this one. Self loathing, blaming, blaming myself mostly. I hated myself. I hated myself, and I didn't even realize it back then that I didn't do what I should have done. I kept going to different jobs left and right, seeing other kids who got degrees in business management or something, or got the job skills in different places I never even gone through or even had any chance to experience. Using computer programs I should have been using, but I didn't because I didn't have access to them. Fuck. How do you do WordPerfect? How do you do that? I mean, I need about a few weeks training just to do MS Word before I can get to that damn thing. I was using this ancient program called WordStar. You never heard of it, neither had I. But this damn thing was ancient history. My mom got this damn computer from a computer place decades ago. And I started learning how to do word processing on the thing. But it was so damn incompatible with everybody else with the Windows based. I was doing DOS based on this shit. Good lord. I had to go to a business school to learn how to be a general office clerk of sorts. At least just to get the skills down, you know. The writing, the typing, a little bit of legalese, accounting work. Yeah, I was trying to convince myself back then that me and mathematics never worked out. Oh, can I elaborate on that one there, Daryl? After Dave died, and I was dealing with my disability from Social Security, I had to learn how to manage the money. When you get the disability originally, you get the small portion, and then you get the larger portion, and it's like, oh wow, blow your mind out until you start getting the monthly payments coming in. The monthly payments I had to constantly use every month now, and I have to manage it, micromanage like crazy on this damn thing. I really did. I'm still doing it. But I didn't realize I was using algebra and how to do these damn flip flops in my head. I think I talked to you about this one once before. You know, get screwed up in the back and the neck and you get PTSD, so it kind of put me out of the game for a hell of a long while, over 10 years. Well, since 2012 anyway. Oh, I had other videos about that one there, talking about the experiences of Wally World. Yeah, some places I may have to talk about in different videos, but I'm not feeling it. At least not yet, anyway. I haven't felt the urge to throw up yet. If it is, I'll be ready to talk about it. But the survivability there, dude. You get your lump. Okay? Get your lump sum. You got your lump. This is the monthly stuff that you have to make lasting. Think of it as food. You want to put it in accounting terms? Or do you want to put it in food? You get your basic allotment of food. But you got hungry mouths to feed. You got to feed this one particular mouth that keeps the roof over the head. We'll stick to the bill portion. That's easier. Okay, so you got your rent to deal with. You got your power, utilities. You got your phone. You got your entertainment. And then if you have any legal issues. And then you got the little penny ante things, but I don't worry about the penny ante things as much. But they do add up. But the five majors I got to deal with on a constant basis. The rent, I have to constantly know how much that is per month. It doesn't change as much, but every year it goes. Rent usually does. Pain in the asses. Power, depending on the season. If it's wintertime, it's very low. I can manage. If it's summer, I got to do partial payments on this damn thing. Entertainment, they're chewing me up left and right on this one for entertainment and cable package. I can't get rid of the cable package because I need some of the information on there, the streaming services. So I got the internet for it. Pain in the ass. But it's out there. Then we've got phone bill. I used to have two people on this. Now I got one. My brother and my mother. Actually, my brother and me. I took Dave out when I took him out a few months ago. I've had him on there ever since he passed. Yeah, it eats up. But it gives me a little extra now to deal with it. You're probably asking about water. Well, in the place I live right now, they deal with the water, so I don't have to worry about the water. But I do have to worry about the power. I don't have to worry about garbage. But I have to worry about cleaning the place up. And I'm dealing with a constant bug war. But the major things I have to deal with, and all of the legal situations when you don't take care of a few things that you should have done a long time ago, and it comes up to bite you in the ass, and I gotta pay services on this one every month for a while. We'll see how it works. Anyway, those things add up. But as long as I got a set figure, or roughly the set figure I've got, then that's subtracted from the amount I've just got for the month. Now, rent has to be paid first. Everything else has got their own little deadline, so I paid it nearly at the end of the month. But the rent always has to be paid first. I always have to have the roof over the head. Okay? Then, whatever the balance is left that I got an estimate for, I got to divide that into how many days I've got to function. If we're talking February, 28 days. If we're talking December, 31 days. So I'm taking the balance and dividing it by the days I got left. And that gives me per unit per day I can spend for food or for anything else. Now, luckily for me, I can combine a few things and stretch the food out for about 2 or 3 days. With that, I'm able to survive. And I'm using math a great deal in my head on that one. And not to mention putting it on paper. Constantly make remarks about balance, debit, credit, the ledger, shall I say. The math class that I had this semester, dude, this past semester, Math for Liberal Arts, the major project I had at the end of the class, at the end of the period, was how to explain my version of math to them. I had to show them in different formats of how math affects me. I think I said something about this a while ago. But in there was talking about how to deal with what I just said. And I had to explain that to them. It got me my C this semester. So I don't have to deal with the math requirement, thank God. That was a hell of a lot of work, and I wanted to put more into it, but I didn't have the time to do the presentation. I'm coming up to the end of this year. There's been a hell of a lot of crap I've been through. You've been through it too. I'm not scared about the 2024. I'm more scared about 2026. But, my brother kept telling me, where's my faith in God? I'd make the joke of saying in Cleveland, or he took the last train to Clarksville. Maybe somebody upstairs would get the joke. Maybe somehow, and that's a smart-ass remark to make at this point over here, but maybe in all seriousness and earnestness on this one, that I have to keep asking myself the same damn thing myself. I have to ask it. Where is my faith in my higher power, who I call God? It's a struggle, Daryl. It's a struggle. And the thing is, I can't look for outside forces to blame. There are a lot of changes happening out there. It's my reactions, my decisions, that I have to worry more about. I have to worry about whether or not I'm actually doing the right thing or not. I guess there's this old adage I keep coming across in different memes on social media that we grow up when we lose our parents. Maybe I had to grow up and mature more than I realized when I lost Mom, but also when I lost my big brother. That I had to really grow into my own. I really learned how to survive and thrive. I don't know about thriving, but surviving. Hell of a reflection time, I'll tell you. I'm doing more reflection these days than I have done anything else in my life. I'm trying to take things easier. I'm trying to take it a little simpler. And sometimes I don't think I'm doing it very well. If I'm allowing every damn thing out there that's going to drive me crazy, including if someone else has got a big mouth, puts it on Twitter, acts like he's a big jerk, and then pulls it up and says, "I didn't say this. I didn't do that. I didn't mean it. I." I'm like, oh God, give me a break. Give me a frickin' break, dude. God. Oh, Daryl, we've been dealing with the concept of the 12 steps that we are taught even prior to that. But the 12 steps really helped us out to be more vigilant of what we're doing and saying and experiencing these days, how we're reacting to it all. Always constantly do that inventory in us. Keep us humble and humiliated. Keep us open minded and workable. I miss meetings. I don't miss the damn attitudes. I don't miss the damn egos in there. I miss the recovery. The messages we keep hearing over and over again. Easy does it, one day at a time. This too shall pass. Simple, easy things that I'm having issues with trying to deal with those concepts. But dealing with death, mourning, and grieving, and everything else like that. I know this too shall pass, but I have to keep taking a day at a time, don't I? And sometimes a minute at a time. And I have to take it easy on myself. I've always been hard ass on myself. I learned how to be a hard ass. Not easy on me. Dave got into the meeting when he started his trip of sobriety. I didn't know jack shit. I didn't know him. I did know my brother. A long time ago as a kid, I knew my brother back then, but when we changed, when we matured, we changed into assholes. My brother was an asshole for a long while, but he turned himself into a smartass. But he was serious about program. He was serious about it. We met people who were serious about it. He was serious about it. He wanted me to be serious about it. That's why it's imperative about being accountable, transparent, and responsible. I have to keep this. I have to keep holding on to that because I think it's one of the things I miss about my brother. It's some of the things that are the triggers of this holiday season, dude. Anyway, a few days from now, it'll be all over. And we got to deal with the New Year's. But until that happens, I'm still going to try to deal with the holiday season the best I can. And definitely not badmouth it or anything else like that. It's important to us. It's important to me. I'll talk at you later, Daryl.